judges, let's take a deeper look to our reality. We live in a time where forgiveness is seen as a virtue. Does society shame you if you don't forgive someone? No, they will encourage you to forgive someone. Then they might have another reason to do something like, but they will not shame you. They will encourage you instead. So what we imagine in our world is when there is no dominant narrative in the center of the house, people will less likely to forgive, right? Because forgiving is hard. You've been hurt by someone. That's why you need this external factor, that is this narrative, in order for you to be able to forgive someone. That is what we need, right? Secondly, we think that in a narrative, in a culture where this narrative is not dominant, your support system, your friends around you will validate your anger, right? That is, they say that, yes, you have right to be angry, yes, you have been violated by this person. What happened? You feel even more angrier because you have been validated by the people closest around you, right? And that's why, what is going to happen in the side of the house, right? Our stand here, we think that in our side of the house, we will always have exceptions, right? So we're not going to talk about very minor and very rare case, such as Holocaust caused by Hitler, right? This is a crime against humanity, right? This is parallel with killing, for example. Killing is sinful, but in case of self-defense, you make exceptions, right? This is the same case, and we're going to make an exception for horrendous crime against humanity, such as Hitler. But we will beat the bullet and we will forgive ordinary criminals. People who steal from you, for example, parental abuse, we're going to forgive you. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to pursue justice. We're still going to send them to jail, but not under because we are angry with them. We are going to send them to jail because we don't want other people to get hurt. And we are going to send criminals to jail because we don't want them to steal again, and that is going to happen in our side of the house. But before that, let's talk about their case, right? It's very funny, right, that they are picking and choose. Forgiveness is fine if you still need someone in your life. First of all, we don't think it's going to happen, right? Because society will validate you, and being angry is so much easier than finding a reason why someone do it and why you need to forgive them, right? But secondly, we think that you don't know what's going to happen in your future, right? Right now, maybe you don't need someone, but maybe in the future you need their help, right? That's why it's better now because we have a safety net where we want to make peace with everyone as much as possible, right? So in case in the future we might need them, we're still going to have a good relationship with them, right? Secondly, we think that they say that you have the right to choose how you want to react after being hurt. Actually, this narrative will limit your choices because most likely you're going to be angry, you want revenge. Your mind is going to be blocked to find other reason, to find other alternative to make yourself better, right? Third thing coming from them, getting closer. No, you're not going to get closer. They say you might need to do revenge or lashing out your anger, but you will never feel satisfied, ladies and gentlemen, if you revenge on someone because you want to hurt them as much as possible. Closer isn't going to be achieved. In our side, closer is going to be achieved because you make peace with yourself and you forgive someone and you forget about them, right? I'm going to talk about the first thing in my speech. Why forgiving is good for the individual, right? We live in a world where we might keep button heads with people. This is the most cases, right? They're talking about very extreme cases. But we live in the moderate cases, right? Where someone might talk shit about you, for example, behind your back. These kind of things, right? So that's why we don't know whether this person has malicious intent from you or not. That's why the parameter to judge this way is not about the malicious intent coming from them, but whether or not this causes a betterment for you and make yourself feel better, right? And that's why, first, we think that if you're angry, it harms all over you. It affects you every day. It causes you bad mood, affecting your job, your academic, for example. Even you hate the sound of them breathing, for example. That's how much it affects your daily life, right? You also get, and from there it causes a spiral downward, right? And the more you think about it, the more hurt you are, the more you think that that person is evil, and then all of the actions is specifically directed towards you, right? But even worse, you will be validated by people around you. People will agree how horrendous their action rate is to you, right? And a notion that validates to get angry for reason without doing them, but also the society might even help you to get revenge, ladies and gentlemen. They might gang up against the person who hurt you without trying to know what is their reason, right? This might be some apathic case, but this is the majority of our life, right? And that's why we think that's the most cases. But second thing, we think that it's hard for you to make things right and improve your environment, right? Because look, you lose the capability to get things right. In order for you to get things
enough mental energy, right? You need to deconstruct the scenes that's happening to make things right between you and the person who have hurt you, right? You need to find common ground and the reason why the person does something right. And even if you have malicious intent, at least you deserve to get lesson from this. Maybe you will get wiser. Maybe you will be less judgmental as a person, for example. In conclusion, forgiving leads you to focusing on the right thing, right? For example, if someone stole for you, instead of blaming the situation that you might never ever be able to change, instead you might focus on trying to find another way in order for you to be able to have a better. In conclusion, it's constructive, right? In their side, you're just getting angry without doing anything for that kind of sorrow, right? But next thing, let's talk about the bigger cases, right? Such as you've been abused by your parents, for example, right? Look, your parents abuse you might be because that they are angry too, right? They're not that keeping anger is caused by because you are stacking up your anger. It builds in you, right? Even if you cope it, there will always be a trigger that might happen anytime, right? For example, in broken family, you were once abused by your dad, and when you have kids, you want to abuse your kids too because you want to get even with your dad. But your dad is dead, right? And that's why you're going to abuse your kid because my dad do it to me too, right? I want to lash out my anger, and that is what's happening, right? In conclusion, it causes a default cycle, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to be the wise person and end this cycle right here, right now. An extreme